What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and Gemstone Legends has given us yet another brand new legendary hero. This one is named Morana, so of course I'm gonna break her down and then do some summons. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so Morana is a green hero, part of the Slavs faction, and the active special here is 75% chance to remove one positive status from all enemies, 100% chance to inflict freeze on all enemies for 1 turn, and that one is huge. And deals damage to all enemies 168% of attack, 100% chance to inflict burn on herself for 1 turn twice. Then we have a passive here, 25% chance to use her special ability twice. Gains 5% additional recast chance for every negative status affecting her. And damage increased by 35% if the enemy is affected by freeze. She herself is immune to freeze. And if you want to make her the leader, she is a speed leader, which is great. Increases the speed of all allies by 17 in all game modes. Now we know that the speed leader ability is one of the best leader abilities, so that is definitely very attractive on her. You know, I think that her special is very boom or bust. So what I mean by this is that because most of everything she does only lasts for 1 turn, when it goes off it's amazing, but then you gotta like make the matches again and make her go off again. Now what's really cool is if you can string some of these together, not only does she have a passive chance of being able to go off multiple times, but this freeze effect is really important. I think it's going to be a lot more important. Like 1 turn doesn't seem like a lot, but I think it's going to be really, really important when you see how it actually plays out, because it's going to be skipping over heroes frequently who are problematic on the other side. And what I always say about Gemstone Legends is the more you get to play and the less your opponent gets to play, the better it is for you, the more likely you are to win. Morana is a hero that is going to help you do that. She is an attacker mage, and so she isn't somebody who's going to come in here and be the home run hitter, right? This isn't going to be the hero that wins the actual match for you, but supports the rest of your team in being able to do that, because not only is she dealing damage along the way, but she's preventing the opponent from playing. I think that's a really exciting ability. So of course I'm going to use the gold scrolls that I have, and I've got 4 platinum scrolls. I may use 2 of them on this one, and I might save 2 for future events here. All right, let's get to this. All right, we got 1 here, either epic or legendary. Looks like it's gonna be an epic. And this one is Gildor. All right, so I've talked about Gildor before, so I'm gonna skip over him. I'll generally skip over heroes that I've talked about before. We are getting a couple of the new heroes, like the rare heroes, though. So I am kind of skipping over them, but just take note. You have a better chance of summoning them as well, too, like Ralika. We'll go ahead and take a look at one of her just so you can see what the new hero type looks like. But so we got a leader ability here for Ralika, which is increases the crit rate of all allies by 10% in all game modes. Gains increased defense for 3 turns, deals damage to all enemies, 183% of defense. I think that could be really, really good on a rare hero. And crit rate is increased by 15% as the passive. That's pretty straight up awesome passive right there. All right, we have another epic or legendary. And this one is going to be Tala. All right, so Tala, I haven't really covered Tala before. Deals damage to all enemies, 177% of attack, 100% chance to inflict decreased attack on all enemies for 3 turns, and 100% chance to inflict bleed on all enemies for 3 turns. The passive then is going to be, if it ever stays up, resistance is increased by 7% for each living ally. She is immune to silence. Alright, there's another new one. Another new one. I might have just gotten all the new rare heroes. There is a much higher chance of being able to summon them though, so that makes sense. Alright, 3 more left. Alright, we got Chun. So Chun is an accuracy leader, increases the accuracy of all allies in guild-related battles by 40%, with 100% chance to inflict bleed on a single enemy for 2 turns 2 times. Don't underestimate that. That's a lot of damage over time. 35% chance to inflict an additional bleed on a single enemy for 2 turns. Deals damage to a single enemy 35% of caster's current HP. Now, that is something that, you know, when you load up the HP equipment, you can create a lot of damage. You also want to focus on protecting this particular hero because the less current HP she has, the less damage she's going to do there. Deals 8% more damage for every bleed status affecting the enemy and gains 10% accuracy for every enemy. If you do this right, Chun can do a lot of damage, like a lot of damage. And we got 1 more gold scroll left, and then we'll do 2 platinum. All right. Let's try 2 platinum. We'll go with the shards first. Nice. Alright, Nahira. HP leader in the arena. Increase the HP of all allies in the arena by 38%. Deals damage to all enemies, 145% of defense. I love the damage by defense, by the way. I think that is just one of the best types of physical damage done in the game. 100% chance to inflict sleep on all enemies for a turn, and 100% chance to inflict curse on all enemies for 3 turns. I think Nahira is great, by the way. Restores 30 mana to all allies whenever an ally dies, and immune to silence. Awesome. All right, 1 more platinum scroll. Here we go. All right, we got Lucy. So Lucy is an attack leader, increases the attack of all allies in guild-related battles by 32%. And the active special is deals damage to a single enemy, 261% of attack, ignoring 20% of defense, with 100% chance to inflict status block on a single enemy for 3 turns. That can be very tactical and useful, especially in like wars and things where you're having to hunt particular defenses and stop particular abilities from going off. Damage is increased by 35% if target is affected by increased defense or protective shield. Immune to decreased speed and restores 25 mana to herself at the start of her turn if there's a living clause or misses clause on the team. Alright, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, that's all I am going to do for now. Stay tuned for my future videos because Gemstone Legends is always putting out new heroes. It's really exciting. If you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know when I drop new videos or go live, and I will catch you in the next one.